Hi guys, I'm going to speak about envy versus jealousy. I've been thinking about it for a while, mainly because people started to, it's just kind of like a slang. So people started to say, like if they see your post pictures or a trip, they will say in the comments that they're so jealous, right? And I would think to myself, but that is envy. That is not jealous. Now I have no judgment on these terms. This was just I just did this from my understanding. First, people kind of tend to use envy and jealousy interchangeably. Like, what is envy? They will say is jealousy, and what's jealousy? They will say is envy. So I think that's well, for me, I needed to clarify it from my understanding of what it is. So that is one. So what happened is that when I read about it, they said that envy is when somebody feel a certain discontentment or resentment towards somebody, a person, assets, the things that they have, or the qualities that they have, or the good luck, right? So it's an uncomfortable feeling that is generated inside of you. Like there's a resentment, even anger, even hatred, all of it mixed up in one towards that person because they have a certain thing or who they are, the prestige or whatever. And jealousy is the fear of losing a person that you like to a rival, right? So somebody who, it could be like your mother, your brother, your spouse, a lover. So the fear of losing that person to another person that you consider a rival, or if the person showing interest. So that's the difference. One is the person assets, the other is the fear of losing the person that you're with, right? So jealousy is an uncomfortable fear. It's like fear and anxiety and anger and almost like clinginess, all mixed up in one towards the loss of that person. So it's like jealousy and envy is not pure. It's almost like it's a combination of different emotions together that gets really amplified. I'll give you an example of jealousy. When you have a new sibling, when there's a baby born into the family, sometimes you have a jealousy taking place, right? Because especially if the child was the last child and then now there's another child, so they no longer last, so the position change. Like if a lover is interested in somebody else, like a co-worker, and the example of envy would be if somebody buy a house and you want the house and you can't afford it, and you have envy towards that person, right? So the other thing is that could you envy and jealous the same person? And that is possible, because you could be jealous of a person, and then you could also envy what the person have. So you could have both envy and jealousy towards the same person. Then I was thinking, wait a minute, so this crime of passion that takes place, most times is either caused by jealousy and envy. You know, most of the time is jealousy and envy that is triggering crime of passion. So those emotions are pretty intense. Okay, so while reading, I realized that there was this part that was in the Bible that said that it's one of the 10 commandments, that thou shalt not covet thy neighbor, wife, or ox. Well, anyway, neighbor belongings, right? So basically covet covet. It means to envy. So it's in the 10 commandments. I was like, wow, this is like, I didn't expect it. I actually did not expect envy as one of the 10 commandments, because there's no other emotion in the other 10 commandments. There's like nothing about hate, or I do have jealousy. So I thought that was interesting. I think there's different degrees. I think there's like you could be envy at a 1, or you could be envy at a 10, and you could be jealous at a 1, jealous at a 10. And I think that different people are more predisposed to the emotion. I don't believe in pretending that you don't have an emotion, because I have experienced envy and I've experienced jealousy. So I don't believe in pretending that you never experience an emotion, because that is lying to yourself. If you know you experience it, don't be ashamed, right? Experiencing the emotion with no action is fine. Like there's no problem if you don't react or have an action associated with the emotion. And when I experience envy, I sat, this is what I did. I sat and I think, why am I feeling that, right? What it is that is triggering that sensation. Because once I analyze what it is, I then decide, oh, is it that I want that, like want something like that? Then I just decide, could I work for it? Like, could I work and get it? And if I could work and get it, I will work and get it, right? So, and when it comes to jealousy, I also don't, I have experienced jealousy, but so if I get jealous, I think to myself, will this person leave me, right? And they might. And I don't have control over the fact that they might leave me for another person. I have no control over that. So all I can do is be who I am and be the best person that I am. For me, not for them, right? But if they don't appreciate it and they go with somebody else, it will hurt, yes. And I think that's why jealousy hurts so much, because it's like you form a bond with this person and now you just have to just get pulled away. It's like it does hurt, because you already form a connection with them and you don't want to lose them. But I've always prepared myself that if I am being the best of who I am and I'm treating this person the best that I could treat them, if they leave, it's okay. If they can't appreciate, if I give my best and somebody don't appreciate it, I could only give my best. That's all I have. So I can't go, there's nothing else to give. I will deplete myself. I try to give more than what I've given, what is more than my best. If I try to go beyond, I'm going to deplete myself. So if they don't appreciate it, I have to be okay with them going, because if they're going to get something, if they decide that they're going to they'll be happier with somebody else, I have to let them go, right? But I've trained myself to do that, because I have experienced loss like that. So because I've trained myself, when I experience it, it's okay, right? So that's it. That's all I have on it. So thank you